right, I'm back on the trail. Today it's gonna be about a 7-mile hike, probably just under 7 miles. I'm going into Temperance River, and I'm gonna camp at the South Cross River campsite. So should be a good one. um, some highlights on this trail on the way to the camp is Tower Overlook, kind of overlooks Lake Superior. And then we have, I think 4 or 5 campsites along this spot, this little section to check out. One's the Falls campsite, I think is next to a waterfall or something, but let's see how that goes. I've never heard or seen anything about that campsite, so we'll see if it's any good. But beautiful day out here. It's about a 75-degree day. The low tonight is about to be 55 roughly. So just gorgeous. Gosh, already some mushrooms on the trail. Look at that. Let's see if we can, where is it? Right there. Nice fat mushroom already on the trail. But yeah, so about a 7-mile hike. Really, I think it's like 6.8, something like that. So not a long hike. It's about roughly 5 miles to the campsite. A little bit over 5 miles to the campsite. So then I'll only have about a 1.5 mile hike out in the morning, which is what I want. That's nice. I like nice short hikes out in the morning. But then when I get to camp, I think I'm gonna be missing about a 2-mile section, a little bit under 2-mile section. It goes to the Temperance River. And because the trail that I'm taking out to my truck in the morning is a spur trail that goes down the Cross River to the trailhead. So if I just did that, I would be missing about a 2-mile section in the Temperance River of the Superior hiking trail. I don't want to miss a 2-mile section. So I'm gonna get to camp, set up camp, take a rest, probably get something to eat. And then I plan on hitting that little 2-mile section, which is straight down, and then it'll be straight back up. So that should be one that'll give me a nice little workout, but I won't have a pack on at least, so that'll be nice. But I'll take another video once I see something interesting or get somewhere interesting. Little backstory on the campsite and the section that I'm doing today. A couple of reasons I'm kind of excited for this section. It was way back when I first saw my first YouTube video of the Superior hiking trail. I stumbled upon, other hikers and YouTube watchers will know who he is. His name is Frozen from, he's got a YouTube channel called Outdoor Adventures. And I was just bored in the winter on YouTube for whatever reason I was on that day, and I caught Superior hiking trail, and I'm like, well, that sounds like up north by Lake Superior. So I clicked on it, I checked it out. I'm an outdoors type person. I like the outdoors, obviously. So I clicked on it and hooked. It's a 2-part video, about an hour long each, and I was just hooked. The views, just being on the trail, everything he saw on the trail was just beautiful. So a little shout out to Frozen from Outdoor Adventures. He's the reason I'm on the trail. He's the reason I got interested in the Superior hiking trail. I had never heard of the Superior hiking trail before I saw that video. So, but the thing is, in that video he took, him and his boy Gary camped out at the South Cross River campsite. And it was a beautiful campsite, I could tell. So I told myself, when I get to that section on the trail, that's where I'm gonna camp. So now that I'm that far up, I'm 3/4 of the way. I marked it in the book too, the trail guidebook, when I first started the trail, when I first got the trail guidebook, so that I would know to stay at the South Cross River campsite. And here I am today doing it, over a year later. So that's kind of neat that I'm that far into the trail now, and it's all thanks to Frozen. So well, I don't know if you can see it through the trees. I think I'm coming to Tower Overlook now. I've been going uphill for quite some time, and now I can see the lake through the trees. I don't think you can see the lake through the trees on the camera, but like I said, I have a feeling we're getting close. See, now I don't know if you can see it or not, because now I can clearly see the lake through the trees. But once I get to the actual Tower Overlook, I'll break out the camera again so that get a real view. All right, I figured I'd stop here and take a break, and up at Tower Overlook, and such a beautiful day out here. There was a family up here at the Overlook from Iowa that just kind of got off, and they're going on the trail. I'll probably end up passing them and then see them at the campsite. They're going up to Grand Marais. But gosh, it's just a beautiful spot to stop and rest. It's so much more of an open view than I expected. Here, let me show you my view. A beautiful view up here. Much more open than I had thought it was. Just beautiful. And right down there is the tower. I don't know if I can zoom in, you can see it. Yeah, right there in the middle of the screen, that little tower. That's, as far as I understand, an Air Force radar tower. And hence Tower Overlook. So, and if it's not, I don't know what it is then, because I really only know that from watching Frozen's video, his outdoor adventures videos, where he said that was an outdoor or Air Force radar tower. Because it's not in the Spear Hiking Trail guidebook, so maybe it's in the old one. Hard to say. But yeah, beautiful view out here. Beautiful day. up on the Falls campsite on the Cross River. I don't know if you can hear it on video or on the camera, but right down that way is the river, right down the hill. I can hear it pretty clearly. But after that campsite, I think there's 2 or 3 campsites right in a row before my campsite. So getting close. I'll probably stop at this first falls campsite just to check it out, just to see what falls they're talking about. Like I said, I've never even heard anything good, bad, pictures, anything about this campsite. So I don't know. We'll see. All right, I'm still hiking along the Cross River here. I got the family right behind me that I met up at Tower Overlook. They've kind of been catching up with me because I've been stopping to take so many pictures and video, and everything along the trail here along the river is just beautiful. I actually just saw some ghost mushrooms. Now I'll throw them in the video, so you'll see. I'm sure you already saw it then. But I saw some first ghost mushrooms that I have never seen on the trail before. I've seen lots of pictures and people seeing them all over the place, and I've seen some that have been like dying off, not in their prime, but caught 3 or 4 good ones right directly on the trail. So that was kind of cool to see. But I'm less than a mile, probably half mile away from my campsite, so I should be there pretty soon. It's been a beautiful hike. It's only still 77 degrees with 45% humidity. So it's been an extremely beautiful day. The bugs are minimal. Had a couple, but nothing that's bothering me. And then the weather is just beautiful. It's not too hot. A little bit of a breeze every now and then. So makes for a real good hike. Makes for a real good hike to be hiking along this river right here. The sound of that river as you're hiking, nothing beats that. I love the sound of the rivers and the creeks when you're hiking along the edge. So, but shouldn't be too much longer before I get to camp. So, bust out some video once I get to camp. camp. So a lot of people at this campsite. There's a guy camping behind me. The family I met at Tower Overlook is about 20 feet right in front of me here, to the side. And I got a little mixed up. It's a father, son, and a father's friend, but the father and son are from Illinois, and the friend's from like southwestern Iowa, I think. So, but yeah, they don't want to go the extra 9 miles to the next campsite. It's on the past Temperance River State Park, so I don't blame them. They're staying here tonight. But the North Cross and South Cross River campsites are directly right next to each other. It's like one big campsite right here. So I'm at the South Cross River. There's 2 or 3 tents over at the North Cross River. So there's 3 tents so far here at the South Cross River. The river's right here, right down the hillside here. So the water source is 50 feet away. It's beautiful. I love camping next to rivers, and the sound of that river at night, that white noise, that just puts me right to sleep. So, but I'm gonna finish dinner here. I was gonna go down the rest of the trail, the 2 miles to where I was before at the last trailhead, but I mean, it's getting to be 5:30 now, and it'd probably be 6:30 by the time I do that. And then I wouldn't get back till, 8:30. So it'd be getting dark right about then. So I don't think I'm going to do that. But sit here, relax, eat my dinner. All right, I'm hanging out on the bridge on the Cross River. A beautiful river, as you can see. Just gorgeous. I get to sleep next to this tonight. It's cool. But I figure I'll take you around camp. And kind of show you what camp looks like here. Here we, there's the entrance. There's my tent right there. There's the fire pit. There's some people around the fire pit right there, but yeah, there's the tent of the people that I met at Tower Overlook, so they're kind of camping out right next to me. And I'll kind of walk around and show the latrine. And up here's the latrine. A little climb in the middle of the night to get there. It's kind of right up that hill right there. But yeah, it's definitely a nice campsite. So I'm gonna kind of walk down here to the North Cross River campsite, because that's a pretty cool campsite too. It's literally right on the river. Somebody beat me to the spot. I would have camped over here at this spot if I'd have got here earlier. But geez, I got here at what, 4 o'clock, 4:30? Closer to 4 o'clock, I think. And there was already 3 tents all set up around here. So 4 o'clock's obviously too late around here. But oh, they even got a fire going. But I'll show you with their campsite. Yeah, see, that's right along the river there. That's a pretty good spot. And there's a couple people over here camping. They got a good spot. And this guy right here, he's set up right on the river. Can't find a better spot than that one. Well, aside from those people that are right there, that's a good spot too. But probably not much more filming tonight. I wasn't going to take that extra hike that I thought I was going to take, towards the end of the night. It's just getting too late. It'll be too dark by the time I get back. So I'll probably get in my tent, take it easy here for a little bit, kind of maybe take a little nap and get some food in, a little more food in me, some snacks, drink some water, maybe hang out by the fire pit with everybody a little bit later on. All right, I'm in my tent, and once I started looking at my videos and kind of doing some editing and deleting some stuff, I saw I had a fat old zit sitting right on my lip. So bust out the first aid kit, took care of that. But man, that thing was And that was a serious zit, man. In my tent, doing surgery on my lip. Well, I'm the only one up at the campsite. All those people at the campsite, and I turn out to be the early riser. And man, I slept good last night. I slept like a baby. Maybe that's why I'm up first, because great night of sleep. Couldn't have slept better. But the river's looking beautiful in the morning. I've left camp about 7:15, and once I started packing up my tent and everything, everybody was up. I don't know if I woke everybody up or if it was just that time, but the little group of 3 that came in there that was probably in their early 20s, they came from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and like every group of kids, there's always one that's got to be louder than the rest. They got up and nobody else, they were the second ones up after me. But once they got up, that loud dude, I think he woke up everybody. I find it insane that so many people are disrespectful like that, waking up in the morning and just loud as hell when you know everybody else is in their tent still. So I thought that was a little disrespectful, but everybody got up after that, so whatever. But here I'm at my split. Here's my trail going to the truck. Here's the trail going into Temperance River, but I am going to the truck. So should be about 1.5 miles, so we will see. But yeah, clearing spider webs in the morning, what do you know? But like I said, I found it kind of disrespectful and weird that so many people are like that. They get up in the morning and at a campsite when there's 10 other tents around, and you're just loud talking as if it was last night at 8 o'clock at night, and then everybody else gets up 10 minutes later. But it is what it is. I'm gone. That's all that matters. But I did get the best sleep I've ever gotten on the trail last night. I was not cold. I was perfectly toasty warm, comfortable. I woke up a few times, but just to kind of switch positions, roll over, and fall back to sleep like a baby. So it was definitely a good night's sleep. But once I get a little further on the trail here, if I see anything worth taking video of, I'll take video, but it's about a half-hour walk back to the truck, so not much to see as far as I know. But if there is, like I said, I'll take some more video, but if not, this might be the end. Take another video once I get back to the trailhead by the truck then. Well, this is kind of an interesting thing to put on video. Here's a little shelter on the way down, but in the shelter, that's a full tent. I have no clue why someone left an entire tent in here. That is really weird. So, yeah, I don't know if they camped out inside there and set their tent up right there. There's a fire pit, but who leaves their entire tent? Like, I'm done with this tent. I'm gonna go buy a new one. I'll just leave it here at the park. Come on, people. Alright, I'm back at the trailhead, and we got a beautiful view of Lake Superior behind me. I don't know if you can even see it. There we go. Got a little view of Lake Superior there, a little peak. So there's the trailhead, and there's my truck, and with the sun coming off the lake, let's see if we can get a view of the lake right there. Yeah, look at that. Ah, come on. There we go. Beautiful view of the lake. Look at that. Sun shining off it and everything. Beautiful. Well, that puts another hike in the books. Next hike is right after Temperance River State Park, and I really haven't even done any research or looked up anything about it. So the next section should be an interesting one. We'll see. I think by now I'm up in the Sawtooth Mountains, so it's gonna be lots of mountain ranges and lots of views, I'm assuming. So catch me on the next one.